Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on Amazon EC2. So in this particular demo, I'll be creating an EC2 instance and connecting it via SSH client as well as EC2 instance connect. So first is to create an EC2 instance. So go to your AWS console and search for EC2. Click the first link, EC2. And you will be landing on EC2 dashboard. So if you can see all your like running instances, dedicated hosts, key pairs, security groups, and you first make sure you are choosing the region in which you want to work with. So for all demos and lectures, I just go with the default North Virginia US East 1 region because this is one of the oldest region and all the services are usually available to work with. So go ahead and click launch instance. So you have to provide a name. So I'll just call it my first EC2 instance. Okay, and for quick start, just choose Amazon Linux AWS, Amazon Machine Image AMI, Amazon Linux 2023 AMI, free tier eligible. And for instance type, use T2 Micro, which is again free tier eligible. And for the key pair login, you can select any existing key or create a new one. So I'll be creating a new key pair. So give it a name. So I'll just call it as my first key pair. So I'll be using RSA because I am on a Mac OS and I'll be using PEM file format to be used with OpenSSH. But if you are using PuTTY, you can, or if you are on a Windows, you can use this particular. So to use that, I will be adding this resources section, like how to use with PuTTY on Windows. This will be available in the resources section. Okay, and create key pair. So this will ask me to save the file. So I'll just save it to desktop folder. Okay, next is for the security group settings. So we'll just scroll down. So key pair is downloaded and created. So under network, go choose the default VPC, whatever you see as per your setting. Then create security group. So it will go ahead and create a new security group. Allow SSH traffic from. So just give for security reason, you can just give my IP. So it will automatically detect your IP. And it will create a rule in the security group so that you can log in, and all the default settings you can keep as it is. You can definitely check out what is there under advanced details, like domain join, IAM instance profile. This is like a EC2 instance role. Then hostname type, enable resource based IPv4 DNS request, which is default enabled. Instance auto recovery, shutdown behavior, stop hibernate behavior, termination protection, stop protection, detailed CloudWatch monitoring, elastic GPU, credit specification, placement group, EBS optimized instance, purchasing option, capacity reservation, tenancy, RAM disk ID, kernel ID, license configurations, metadata version, metadata response hop limit, allow tags and metadata, and any user data. So go ahead and click launch instance. So the instance is getting launched. So you can click on view all instances. So in the meantime, I will be doing the next steps, which are 2. So I have already downloaded the file on my local machine. So first I have to change the key pair permission. So this file is already there on my machine. So if I just do ls-l, so this is the default file. So what I can do is, first is to change the key pair permission. So I'll just show you what happens if we don't do that. So let's let it come. So you can just select the EC2 instance and click connect. When you say connect, go to the third tab, SSH client, and you can just copy the whole, copy paste the whole how to connect. and because I am in the same folder, so I can just use my first key pair.pem file. Otherwise you can give the whole path. So if I paste as it is, so the instance is still getting started. So anyway, it has worked correctly. So just say yes. So now you will see permission for are too open, so we have to fix it. So that's why I have to run this particular command. So I copy it, paste it, and then if I rerun the connect command, so let me see if it has successfully launched. So if I go to instances, so its instance state is running. Okay, so I have successfully logged into the EC2 instance. If I just do who am I or ls, I should be able to see all commands working as expected. So there is nothing at the moment, and I am in my present working directory. Okay, so I'll just exit out, so because the test is working fine. Next is I'll be connecting via EC2 instance connect. So to connect via EC2 instance, so if I go to the EC2 instance and click connect, so this is we are trying to connect through the web browser itself. So if I go to EC2 instance connect, I have to add this CIDR range to the security group of that EC2. So this is just make it more convenient for the future. So I'll just take this, copy it, and add it to the security group. So if I come here, security groups, I'll open in a new tab. So this is the security group which it has created. So select the launch wizard one, and just you can scroll up, go to the inbound rules, and under inbound rules, this one it has added, which is my IP, but you have to add it inbound rules. Add one more inbound rule, click add rule, select SSH, and paste in the CIDR block, and just save rule. This was the from my computer, this is from the web browser. So save rules. So the rule has been successfully added to the security group. So now we should be able to connect through EC2 instance connect. So if I click connect, so I am able to connect to the EC2 instance directly via the web console through the browser. So in this second method, we don't have to use any SSH client. So I can run the commands as usual. Okay. Next we will just clean up. So we will be deleting the first EC2 instance, and we will be deleting the first key pair and the security group. So now I'll just close this tab and go to EC2 instances, instance state, terminate, delete instance, terminate, delete, and I'll be deleting the key pair also. So if you just scroll down under network and security, key pairs, right click, open link in a new tab. So this will be deleting and shutting down. Just select the key pair and delete. So you have to type in and next I will be deleting this launch wizard security group. So select this security group and actions, delete security groups. So click on delete, and the security group has been successfully deleted. And that's all. Thanks for watching.